And I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like
I love that you use the word happy place.
no, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of those things where I found where I can seeing her happy actually makes me really happy.
Jennifer Hudson, EGOT winner, talk show queen, powerhouse vocalist, and now a woman allegedly humiliated on a global stage by the man who swore he was her happy place. Y'all, Common might have just fumbled the bag harder than any rapper turned actor in history. And trust me, the streets, the blogs, and even the aunties at Sunday service, they are not letting this one slide. Because here's the tea. While Jennifer was out here being classy, collecting Grammys and casually running daytime television, Common was allegedly out here getting cozy with, wait for it, a mystery model type boo. Not in private, not in secret, but in plain sight, like he wanted TMZ to roll up and live stream the whole thing. So I've got one question for you. How do you go from calling Jennifer Hudson your greatest blessing to allegedly whispering in some other woman's ear at Delilah's? How do you throw shade at the literal queen of Southside Chicago? Stick around, because what I uncovered will have you questioning whether this was just a messy rebound gone wrong or a carefully orchestrated PR disaster. And trust me, you won't believe who's really pulling the strings. So let's break this down from the top. Because the mess did not just fall out of the sky. No, this scandal was brewing, simmering, and finally boiling over in a way only Hollywood tea can spill. And the players? Jennifer Hudson, the woman who literally went from American Idol, reject to EGOT legend, and Common, the rapper, actor, activist who once had the world convinced he was Mr. Woke relationship goals. Yeah, that Common. Now, on paper, these two look like the perfect match. Chicago royalty, award-winning, socially conscious, classy. They were the couple you'd put on a Hallmark card if Hallmark ever decided to sell "We're Black Excellence" greeting cards. But behind the photo ops, the interviews, and those suspiciously sweet red carpet smiles, insiders were whispering. Cracks were forming. C. Common has a track record. And no, I'm not talking about Grammy-winning records. I'm talking about the kind of romantic resume that reads like a revolving door. Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish, and now Jennifer Hudson. To some fans, it looked like he collected high-profile women like Pokémon cards, but could never commit long enough to evolve into marriage. Jennifer, on the other hand, she's always been private. After her very public breakup with David Otunga, she kept her love life locked tighter than Beyoncé's Lemonade Vault. So when she and Common went public, fans thought, finally, this is the one. Common even went on podcasts calling her his greatest blessing and bragging about how they were equally yoked. Cute, right? But as it turns out, sometimes yoked just means scrambled. Because then came the whispers, the anonymous DMs, the late-night sightings. Common at a Hollywood after-party, not with Jennifer, but with a tall, model-type woman sitting a little too close for comfort. Arm around her, laughing in her ear, acting like he was still that bachelor from the early 2000s. And listen, if you're gonna cheat, at least don't do it where the industry insiders can see you. But no, Common apparently thought LA nightlife was the perfect camouflage. Spoiler, it wasn't. The story started spreading faster than a TikTok dance challenge. Common spotted with mystery woman. Jennifer Hudson blindsided. Is this the end of Chicago's royal couple? Bloggers, YouTubers, gossip pages. Everyone jumped on it, and Jennifer, sis, was quiet. Too quiet. Not the kind of quiet that means, I'm unbothered, but the kind of quiet that means I'm about to clap back so classy you won't even know you've been dragged. And let me tell you, the real shocker wasn't just Common's alleged wandering eye. No, the real mess was who that mystery woman might be connected to. Because the whispers weren't just saying she was some random model. Oh no. They were hinting she had ties closer to Jennifer than anyone imagined. And that's where things get real ugly. Because if the rumors are true, this wasn't just betrayal. This was betrayal with a front row seat to Jennifer's own empire. So Remember how I told you this wasn't just a random model? Yeah, buckle up. Because once the gossip blogs started digging, the story flipped from Common being Common to hold up. Is this woman tied to Jennifer's own inner circle? That's right. The whispers claim the alleged new boo wasn't just a background extra in his nightlife adventures. She allegedly had connections to Jennifer's team. And if that's true, that's not just shady. That's solar eclipse. LevelDarkness.q, the so-called receipts. Anonymous tips started flooding gossip sites like Doomois and Lipstick Alley. Screenshots of close friends' IG stories. Grainy club photos and those classic blurry paparazzi shots where you can't tell if it's Common or just a bald dude in a hoodie. But the narrative? Oh, it was spicy. Common spotted at Delilah's with a mystery brunette. Witness claims he had his arm around her the whole night. Insider says Jennifer found out the same way the rest of us did, through social media. Y'all, imagine being Jennifer Hudson, scrolling Instagram, and your man is trending. Under hashtag DelilaHSDrama. But the fake investigators didn't stop there. Suddenly, anonymous sources, your cousin's friend's hairstylist's Uber driver, were spilling tea. One claimed, Jennifer told her team she was embarrassed because she keeps her life private and now it's become a circus. Another alleged, Common was using the relationship to clean up his public image, but Jennifer wanted something real. And the kicker? Someone swore the mystery woman was seen backstage at Jennifer's own talk show weeks earlier. If that's true, Hugh, talk about being bold. Naturally, Twitter did what Twitter does best. Clown him, memes popped up overnight. One had Jennifer's face with the caption, and I am telling you, you will not embarrass me like this. Another showed Common photoshopped holding a Pokemon card binder labeled Ex-Girlfriend's Edition. Savage, Instagram wasn't any kinder. Comment sections were flooded with, not Jennifer Hudson. And man, you just fumbled EGOT level. Love. Even TikTok joined the party, with creators reenacting fake scenarios of Jennifer finding the news mid-rehearsal, clutching her microphone like, Laud, not again. Meanwhile, Jennifer kept her poker face. On her show, she made subtle comments like, this is my happy place and I'm grateful for my blessings, but no gushy monologues about Common anymore. Fans noticed. Her silence spoke louder than any clapback could. And when she showed up at a charity gala looking radiant in a red gown, social media crowned her the unbothered queen of Southside. Common, on the other hand, suddenly quiet. No interviews, no Instagram lives, no podcast appearances, which, let's be real, is suspicious. This is the same man who was out here reciting poetry about love and alignment on podcasts, and now, radio silence. People started asking, is he hiding because he's guilty or because he's about to drop a carefully crafted PR apology? But here's where things get juicier. PR insiders started whispering about behind-the-scenes damage control. Jennifer's camp allegedly pushed the narrative that she was laser-focused on her career. Common's team allegedly insisted they were still good friends and the rumors don't reflect reality. But fans weren't buying it. Because when has Hollywood ever been about reality? And then, just when the buzz seemed to be fading, an anonymous blind item dropped. And if that item is true, this whole scandal just went from messy to nuclear dotso. Let's talk about that blind item, because when it dropped, Hollywood nearly combusted. Allegedly, Common's so-called new boo wasn't just a random model floating around. LA nightlife. Nope. The rumor mill claims she was directly tied to Jennifer's own circle. Some say she was connected to her talk show crew, others whispered she'd been seen hanging out at production meetings like she belonged there. If that's even halfway true, this isn't just messy romance drama. This is betrayal on the payroll, and here's where it gets darker. PR insiders claim that brands working with Common started hitting the brakes. See, Jennifer Hudson isn't just any celebrity. She's a bankable, daytime TV host, an EGOT legend. And let's be real, the type of star you don't cross unless you're ready to lose sponsorship deals. Remember, she's got Oprah's phone number on speed dial. If you embarrass Jennifer Hudson, you're not just risking relationship drama, You're risking endorsements, TV spots, and every charity gala red carpet from here to eternity. But let's dig deeper. The fallout wasn't just whispers, it was allegedly business. A rumored network executive was overheard saying, "We can't risk alienating Jennifer. She's daytime royalty. Common might have to sit this season out." Translation: if the gossip gets too loud, Common's Hollywood calendar might suddenly look emptier than a Blockbuster parking lot in 22.5. Meanwhile, the internet crowned Jennifer the ultimate chess player. She didn't throw shade directly, didn't rant on Instagram Live, didn't even drop a diss track, which, let's be real, she could. Instead, she played the silent queen. Every public appearance, every smile, every gown was like a checkmate. Without saying a word. Fans were eating it up. Jennifer Hudson is showing us how you handle clowns with class. Common? Well, his silence turned into suspicion. People started asking, was he lawyering up? Was he negotiating with Jennifer's team behind the scenes? Was he waiting for the story to blow over before rolling out his next movie promo? But here's the problem with scandals in 2025. Nothing blows over. Screenshots are forever. TikToks don't die. And once the narrative is set, it's nearly impossible to flip it back. And here's the cliffhanger no one expected. Rumors started flying that Jennifer's alleged revenge move wasn't personal at all, it was professional. Word is, she's been fielding offers to collaborate on new music, new partnerships, even a potential Netflix deal. And every headline about her grace under pressure only boosts her value. Common, on the other hand? He's allegedly gone Mia from big studios until the dust settles. So, did Common just sabotage his most high-profile relationship and his career in one careless move? Or is this whole scandal just internet sleuths spinning wild stories out of blurry club photos? Either way, the consequences are real. Reputations are shifting. Power balances are tilting. And the next move, whether it's Jennifer Hudson dropping a shady lyric or Common suddenly showing up with an apology tour, will decide who wins this war of perception. Because let's be clear, in Hollywood it's not about the truth. It's about who tells the story better. So, fam, here's the million-dollar question. Did Common just throw away EGOT-level love for a mystery side piece? Or is this all just smoke and mirrors cooked up by Hollywood gossip? Because if Jennifer Hudson is playing chess while he's out here playing checkers, then trust me, the endgame's already written. But I want to hear from you. Is Jennifer the unbothered queen? Or did Common just get caught in his own mess? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button and hit subscribe, because this tea, it's only getting hotter.